Hey everyone, Scott from Clarity Solutions here, up for another quick update and hopefully a few tips for you here that are going to help you out in your business, just to help you grow, help you to do great in what you do. And we want your business to be as successful, can't even speak this morning, as it possibly can be. So I hope you're having a great Thursday. We're almost to the weekend, and just hope you make today the best day that you can be, that it can be. So a lot of times people wonder, they're starting out, they're starting their own business, or they've been on their own for quite a long time doing their business, and it's growing and it's doing great, and they're just not sure when there's the right time to hire a bookkeeper, or when should you hire a bookkeeper, or why would you need a bookkeeper, that kind of a thing. And it's a question that we get asked quite a bit, and it's something that we hope to help you figure out and hopefully use our services to help you with your business. So why should you hire a bookkeeper? Or actually, not why, when should you hire a bookkeeper is more what this episode is about. We'll get to the why at another time. So I have notes here, so you'll have to excuse me if I look down and refer to them, but when should you hire a bookkeeper? A lot of people think that they can do it on their own because they don't want to spend the money, and that's a valid point. Everybody starting out has to start somewhere, and they want to make sure that their money is put to the best possible place ever. So when should you hire a bookkeeper? Well, the quick answer is when you're doing your books and it's taking so much time away from actually working on your business. So if you're doing your books and you're busy during the day and you're working on your business during the day, and then at nighttime you're working on your books and it's taking you most of your evening to do that, that's taking away from your personal time, your family time, things like that. And you want to make sure that you're taking personal time. It's so important to take personal time for yourself when you're starting out a business, because it's so easy to get fully engrossed in your business and forget to take time for yourself. And I've learned that very much the hard way, and it's so important to take time for yourself. So when your bookkeeping is taking so much time away from you and your business that you're not able to work on your business, so you're not able to earn revenue, and you're not able to have that personal self-time, that's very important to understand. The business transactions have substantially increased since you've started. When we all start out, we're so excited to get one or two clients, and that's great, and we're able to handle everything. And take it from me, being able to trying to handle everything is something I like to do. But the truth is I can't. So one of the great revelations I've had is hiring my office manager, Rebecca. One of the best things I ever did. She's able to take a lot off of my plate so that I'm able to work on my business and do things such as these live videos, work on networking, things like that. It's the best time, money spent, everything. So when you first start out, you've got your clients, you're working hard, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you get busy, which is everybody's dream and everybody hopes to do, and I'm sure happened for you as well. And then you're trying to figure out, well, when am I going to have time to do bookkeeping? When am I going to have time to get the behind the scenes stuff done? And that's also a good thing to take into consideration. Once those transactions have increased, you want to make sure that they're always put into the right categories. And if you're rushing through things, you're not going to have the time to do that. So that's another thing to take into consideration. And that leads into the next one. You're not sure that records are being kept correctly. So if you're rushing through things, and one of the big things I talk about a lot is that each of us have very specific gifts and talents. For instance, Clarity, myself especially, I'm really good at bookkeeping. I'm really good at the detail, and that's what I do. That's what my company is all about. You, on the other hand, you may be a salesperson. You might be a contractor or a farmer, or whatever it is that you're doing. You're specifically really good at that. That's why you're doing it. That's why people hire you, is because of your talents and your niche. And bookkeeping may not be one of those. And that's okay. That's why you have companies like Clarity, where we're able to come in and help you with that and make sure that you're able to focus on what you're good at. Your tax and other compliance is getting complicated. This is a big one because you want to make sure that everything is in compliance. So you want to make sure you're putting your remittances in on time. You want to make sure you understand what your HST is and WSIB and all of those things are. And you want to make sure that you're staying compliant with that so that you're reporting on time, because there's nothing worse than getting those late fees and those non-filing compliant letters and things like that. And we've all gotten them. It happens to all of us. But you want to make sure that those are things that you have under control. And companies such as Clarity Solutions will help you do that. We put everything into calendars. We know when everything is due for everybody. So if you're, for instance, a good example, if you're an annual HST filer, your HST is due June 15th. So you should have all of your paperwork together and ready for that. If you're a quarterly filer, your HST is due the month following. It's due to be reported, and then the money is due the month following that. So you want to make sure that you are compliant in everything that you're doing and taking care of business that way. And that's what bookkeepers will do. If your accounting is doing the bookkeeping duties and charging accounting fees, there are a lot of accountants out there that do this and do great jobs. This is nothing against accountants whatsoever. I worked for an accountant as a bookkeeper. That's what my job was. And it worked. It was great. And that's all I did. I did bookkeeping day in and day out for his clients. And I loved it. But you want to save money. As a startup company or as a new company or as a company that just doesn't have the cash flow, you want to make sure that you're not overspending as well. So those are just a few tips. There's always going to be more, but the ones that I really wanted to hone in on, which is what we stress about in our company, is that you want to make sure that your time is spent earning revenue, which is the most beneficial way for you to spend your time. You could be a great contractor or something like that, and you want to spend the time doing what you do because that's going to earn you the most money. So an example is, and I'm just going to use rough numbers here, if you are charging, let's say, $75 an hour, I'm just going to pull a number out of the hat there. You're spending $75 an hour to make money, and then you're taking, say, half the time out of that to do your bookkeeping. That's taking money basically out of your pocket because you're spending so much time on your bookkeeping that you're not able to earn the money. So if it's $75 an hour and you're spending half of that time doing your bookkeeping, that's $37.50 an hour that you're spending on something that's really not giving you any money. So you're taking time out of your. Whereas if you hire a bookkeeper, yes, you're going to pay more. You're going to pay money for it, but you're going to make up that $37.50 because you're going to be able to work on your business. So I hope that gives some clarity to why it's important to hire a company to do your bookkeeping, or why it's important to have a bookkeeper do that stuff for you, because again, you're going to earn more money, and that's important. We focus on helping you to get your bookkeeping done, make sure it's compliant, make sure it's in order, showing you where you stand financially every month so that you know what's going on, but you're able to focus on growing your business, making people know who you are, what you do, those important tasks that help you grow. Because Clarity Solutions is in business to help you do business. And that's what we're going to end with today. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, or if you're just not sure that everything is running the way that you want it to run, give us a call. We're always available to talk to you and help you kind of get the right direction. Our number can be found online or on the Facebook page, or we have Instagram at ClarityVA_solutions. And we also have a YouTube channel. So if you need anything, you can do that. I'm going to give you the number anyway. It's 226-777-6116. And if you want to talk to me directly, my extension is 101, or you can talk to Rebecca and her extension is 103. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope that you got something from this, and stay tuned because there's going to be more of these coming up. Have a great day and make it the best that it can be. Take care.